to a very windy day here at Goodwood Speed Week, and I'm here with BMW UK, and I'm here to drive the brand new BMW M5 Competition. So here is the brand new 2020 BMW M5 Competition LCI. So what's different? So I'm going to run you through some of the changes. Apologies for the wind noise, it's very windy down here at Goodwood. But initially the key changes really are, let's start at the front. In terms of the front grille, you've got the M5 competition badge itself. So before you used to just have kind of M5, but now they've put competition in there. Also, you can see the grille is slightly larger now, so it almost feels like a one piece, whereas the older car felt a bit more like two individual grilles. But also you can notice the slats as well. They kind of point towards each other for a bit more of a kind of aerodynamic look. It does look very aggressive, although I'm not sure, maybe I prefer the look of the old grille, but that's personal preference. What I do love is these LED matrix lights. These are insanely good, and as you can see, you can know they're laser lights because of the fact they say laser is one thing, but you've got this very nice blue piece at the top here, and when the lights are on, they do look very, very good. Also down here on the front, you get bigger air intakes for the intercoolers. If we come around to the side as well, you've still got some very nice BMW M5 competition badging here. So the wheels are still the same, they're still the 20-inch wheels. This one has the carbon ceramics with the gold calipers. However, new for the new 5 Series is you have the option of speccing in red calipers, and if you wanted to go original black, you can do that as well, free of charge. If we come back to the rear of the car, this is where I think the most noticeable changes are in terms of kind of difference, as well as the matrix LEDs at the front. But you get these very nice 3D kind of style headlights, which look very, very nice. They've got a nice kind of black tint around the surround, which work well with the black M5 competition badges. Also, if we come down here, you'll see you've got a different rear diffuser, so it's a little bit more aggressive than that of the old car. But if we take a look at this kind of rear quarter angle, I mean, that just looks so menacing, doesn't it? If you take a look here, also at the front, at the top of the car, you still have the exposed carbon fibre roof, which you had on the old car, so that still remains. And this car is in a very, very nice grey. I do like this. I think this spec works very, very well. A great choice BMW have as a press car for us to have a go in. We also get black tailpipes as well, and unfortunately what we do have on this car now is the dreaded OPFs. Unfortunately, you can't get away from them, so that will make a difference in the noise, and we'll touch on that when we actually take it for a bit of a road drive. If we take a look at the engine bay as well, first of all, obviously we are greeted with the ballistic S63 4.4 litre V8 bi-turbo engine. This produces 625 bhp and 700 newton meters of torque. This one's also spec'd in with the carbon rocker cover, which looks insane but costs about £1,000. It's a lot of money for just an extra like that. But what that means is you get 3.3 seconds 0 to 62 in terms of the power delivery, and it's just an absolute bullet. Now, in terms of things that have changed on this car, so what BMW have done with regards to the engine work on the new M5 LCI is they've upgraded the engine mount, so it kind of gives you a bit more of a dynamic drive. And also, if we go down to the suspension area as well, BMW have put in upgraded suspension, so the same suspension mounts that the M8 Gran Coupe has. Just take a look at this. So when you're thinking about when you want to carry a load of things, the M5 is definitely one, or the 5 Series in general. You have plenty of boot space in this car, so it's not like you're going to run out of storage space. So brilliant if you've got a family, and obviously you've got the lock buttons there. Now, if we then go to rear passenger seat space, beautiful leather we've got in here. So we've got, it's almost like an oyster white leather, which looks absolutely sensational on this car. Contrasts well with the grey car. This specific car is spec'd in with the screens as well, which again kind of brings you that luxury feel that you would expect to find from the BMW M5 Competition. Coming around the back here as well, you've got 2 USB-C ports down near the bottom. You've also got individual climate control and heated seats for your rear passengers. So really, that's it's a lot. And also, you've got CD. Is that CD player there or DVD player? Sorry, it's a DVD player for the screens, and your own individual headphones as well. So that's really nice, and again, that really kind of gives that immersive experience and luxury feel to the passengers. Now, getting into the front of the car, let me show you this quickly. So the front seats, again, similar to that of the old car. These are very, very nice, very good bolstering, super comfortable. You get massage seats, you've got so many different options with regards to kind of personal adjustment to the seats, which is brilliant. And then jumping in here as the driver, you can see, let me just close the door and fire her up. There we go. First thing you'll be able to notice is on my left here, the huge 12.3-inch new infotainment system as well, the screen. It does run a BMW operating system 7, and that's very kind of familiar to all of the new BMW cars. So you have all the gesture controls and you've got all of that good stuff that you get from OS 7. The other thing you get, which is quite new to the new BMW M5 2020 LCI model, is you get these MM mode. So if we press that down there, you can see you've got 3 modes. You've got the road mode, you've got the sport mode, and then you've got the track mode. In order to do that, you need to hold, if I push that down, hold it for a few seconds, and then you are in track mode as well. Now, of course, because this is an X-Drive car, you have the option of going either full rear-wheel drive, full four-wheel drive, or kind of all-wheel drive sport, which is a bit of a hybrid between the two. But you get things such as wireless phone charging in here with a nice USB port up here. Very, very nice, as you would expect from the BMW M5. The kind of panel here for climate control with the heated seats is very intuitive, very nice, very touch screen. But that screen is just incredibly good, isn't it? If we open up inside here as well, so you've got another USB-C port, as you can see here, and plenty of storage space to put anything that you want. So we in this car we get the Baron Wilkins sound system, which does sound great. You've got your heated seats cooling, you've got your memory settings for your seats. So yeah, this car literally does spell luxury. Now, of course, with the M mode buttons, depending on what you press, these are programmable buttons that you can choose to do whatever you like. So for example, if you wanted to set yourself up with sports steering, sports exhaust sound, and rear wheel drive only, you can map that to M1. And then if you want just kind of a cruiser comfort mode all wheel drive, you can do that with M2. So really good options, and it's just a really good car. Now, I've just shown you quite a lot of options on here, and what BMW have done is they've broken down the options packages into 5 different packages. So things like Tech Pack, Comfort Pack, etc. Or you can go for the M Sport Ultimate Pack, which covers every single option at the touch of a button, and that will cost you £19,000. This specific car, the on the road price is £102,000 as well. So it's a lot of car for a lot of money. It's a relentless bit of kit, isn't it? I mean, 0 to 62 in 3.3 seconds from a family saloon is absurd. It's absolutely absurd. And it really does, it throws you back into your seat. And that's 750 newton meters of torque. It's so much power. It is relentless. Now, interestingly enough, because I have driven the pre-LCI version, that car sounded a lot more sonorous in terms of it wasn't as if this car feels like it's being choked just a little bit. I know we're getting a lot of stuff kind of pumped through the cabin, but I don't hear as many pops and bangs out the back of the exhaust, and that's because of the OPF, unfortunately. And that's kind of the challenge that all the manufacturers have with emissions, and it doesn't. God, that's relentless, that thing. In terms of how it feels as a driver, it feels the same as the old car, if I'm honest with you. It feels really nice, it feels very luxurious, very comfortable. I'm in kind of sport mode now. If I flick back now into the road mode, it kind of calms down the accelerator a bit. It makes it a lot more usable. The dials in the center change over into a less aggressive M mode style dashboard. And yeah, as a driver's car, you can use it for whatever. It's brilliant. Flipping hell, that is so quick. And of course, with this kind of the M gearbox that we have here, we've got 3 different settings in terms of how ferocious you want your gear shifts to be. At the moment, I've got it set to 2. I think that's more than enough for the road. Anything more than that, it gets super snappy, super aggressive. I don't think we need that for the road. But it's really, really good, this car. I also like the center dash here. It feels very similar to the M8 Competition. I'll tell you what, I will not get over the acceleration on this car. Also, as a driver, I've got a very nice head-up display in front of me, which is very, very good. It's a very good head-up display as well. It's not like your pants ones that you get in some cars. This is very good. It's got a lot of detail on there. Also, the biggest thing, the biggest noticeable factor, as I said earlier on, from a driver's perspective, is just how much information you can see on that huge screen. It's like an iPad. It is absolutely enormous, and it brings it in line with what the BMW X6 has, X5, and it does run operating system 7. So it's great, you know, if you've got your Apple Maps in here as well, sorry, your BMW Maps, which have been updated as well. And one of the things which, if you have the 5 Series hybrids, because that's something that BMW brought out, I know we're in a competition, but the hybrid maps have got to a point where you've got electric only zones, which is great because it will know which areas to drive in electric mode, which is a nice thing. So what are my final thoughts on the new M5 Competition? Well, I really like it. I really like the old car. 102,000 on the road is a lot of money, but you get a lot of car for that money. I think it's great. I think BMW have done a really good thing, that giving that next step up, that evolution of the M5. I love the new rear tail lights. I love the massive screen. But anyway, I think that kind of sums up a quick overview of the brand new M5 Competition. So guys, my name's been Stef. You guys have been awesome. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all very soon on the next video. Take care. Bye bye.